Good morning. This is Bob Passy again on the continuing series called America in Crisis. This is number 7. And this one is about, basically it's about a sleight of hand. As you know, how the magic of a magician works is that they do something to distract your attention while they are doing what will appear to you when you look back as magic, as a sleight of hand. And so the biggest part of it is the distraction. And so we have perhaps the greatest distractor of all time in Donald Trump. He has learned the process of creating chaos and creating distractions, and it's not hard to list the distractions. I mean, his continuous flaunting of the laws and his history of basically getting away with almost anything. At one point, he said he could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and nothing would happen. Well, he seems to be carrying out that kind of idea. But just think of the distractions that he has, besides his legal issues that continue on forever. And they never seem to be able to get him. He is too slippery somehow to be able to be cornered in the legal processes. And even when he is, he finds a way to undo that whole process, as he undid the whole process for the people who were convicted after the insurrection in 2021 at the Capitol. He's willing to flaunt all the laws, and you have all the distractions. If it's not the Epstein files, then it's his foreign policy episodes, from kidnapping the leader of Venezuela to destroying boats in the Caribbean and also in the Pacific, to continuing to support Israel no matter how just dastardly their actions seem to be, to make sure that no one can complain about what Israel is doing, or support Gaza and the people of Palestine, to naming everything in sight, renaming it as a Trump this or Trump that, to rebuilding the White House, to deciding he needs a magnificent arch in his name, and everybody's continuing to try to track down his lies and to pinpoint what they are. And meanwhile, in spite of all of these things, including the distraction of this latest thing, the war in Iran, not to mention the ongoing war in Ukraine. But while we're watching all these things, and he jumps from thing to thing, continuously one-upping himself in terms of the latest distraction, and we can't stop watching it. We don't seem to be able to stop watching it, and the news just loves it. They cover him. In fact, I would say that the news, beginning in about 2014, has made him their hero, and is in fact probably the biggest reason why he won the presidency in 2016 and continued. He just dominates the news. I mean, it's hard to think of anybody in in the last, I don't know, forever, that has dominated the news so completely for a series of almost a decade now. At any rate, while we are so distracted with all of that and so angry and so frustrated, and even his followers are kind of in awe of how much distraction and chaos he can, and trying to keep up with what he says he's going to do and that doesn't do, and what he says happened that hasn't happened. But under the surface of all of that is are the architects of 2025. Remember, he's just the front man for them. While he keeps us so distracted, they are working their major changes. In the last year and a half, they have basically replaced the democratic government with an oligarchy. They have all of the democratic structures have been pretty much dismantled and are dysfunctional, from the Supreme Court to the Congress to the Justice Department to the law enforcement to ICE to everything, and to getting rid of all kinds of people, all kinds of processes that the federal government took care of for us to make us a safer place, whether it's the health or the education or whatever. All of these things, or the weather, all of these things are being dismantled. And my sense is eventually they will be taken over by the tech companies, but that's neither here nor there right now. But the Project 2025 people, who have been working hard almost since the Goldwater years to devise a way to take back total control of this nation and give it to an economic elite. Well, they have pretty well done that. And we are so distracted by the antics of Trump that we hardly attend to what incredible destruction is going on under the leadership of the people from the Project 2025 that have now refined it so completely that they have, in the last year and a half, that basically dismantled the democratic government and put in place an oligarchy that now serves the economic elite and not the ordinary citizens anymore. And we have a country that is run more like a corporation, means everybody who's in the corporation in control makes a lot of money, and we are there as consumers or as workers to support the system. At any rate, this is the sleight of hand that's been going on. Trump as the great distractor, and us paying attention to that while the real damage is being put in place by the people of Project 2025. And we just need to be aware. We need to understand that we need that bigger perspective, and we have to stop focusing so much on Trump and focus on what Project 2025 is doing. At any rate, that's something I think we need to attend to. And that's all for today. Hope things are going all right for you. Bye now.